welcome back. Okay, I know I look crazy right now because I have a bare face, but my eyebrows are done and I have glasses on and I'm about to put on some makeup. But welcome back. Welcome if you are new. This is part 2 in my series of using my Pat McGrath palettes. And right now I'm working my way through my Mothership. So the first video was Mothership 1 Subliminal. And today is Mothership 2 Sublime. Okay. Look at her. Isn't she gorgeous? Now in my first video, I didn't even show the box. Okay. That box is not that exciting to me, but I mean, I guess. But I didn't show the box, and if I had shown the box, I would have known that my name card for the shades was in the box. So, my bad. But anywho, we're going to play with her today. This is the one, you know, you guys are familiar with the, oh, look at them fingerprints, child. Wait, hold, please. Hold on. I mean, she can look bad, but she ain't got to look that bad, okay? So, anywho, if you guys are familiar with the beautiful Pat McGrath Mothership packaging, this is what it looks like. Yes, it can be used as a weapon if need be. But this is Mothership number 2, Sublime. Has some gorgeous, you know, like warm, earthy shades, beautiful green, gold, black. So this is what she looks like. And this is what we're going to play with today. And I'm in the mood to do something a little aggressive. Okay, a little aggressive. Now, not to say that my look with the first one wasn't aggressive, because that blue was bluing. Okay, but I don't know. I just really want to get into these browns and black with the green and gold and just go ham. So if I end up looking crazy today, just know I forewarned you, okay? So what I want to do, I want to swatch it first because I want to get my little fingers in there and get some swatches on my arm. And instead of me holding the palette up, because that's just like making more opportunity for me to drop it, which I don't want to do, I'm just going to put a picture of the palette up and I'll put an X through the shade that I'm swatching, so you'll know what I'm swatching. And also, what I totally forgot in the first video was, you know, the specialty shades, the gorgeous shimmers in the quad over here is, you know, you can use them wet. So, you know, if I'd remembered that, I would have swatched them, you know, with a wet finger. I would have sprayed my finger and swatched it because it just lets you see the vibrancy and the beautifulness of it just pop even more when it's wet. I totally forgot that you could even do that. So let's go ahead and jump right in with these swatches. So yeah, I'm gonna start out with this first shade, which is Skin Show Glow. So I'm just going to pick some of that up and swatch that one here over my heart. So that's Skin Show Glow. Next we have Copper Toned, which definitely looks like a copper toned shade. Okay, so that's pretty, kind of like peachy toned. Next we have Iconic. So this is Iconic, very smooth. So these are like really pretty satin type shades, you know, nothing too aggressive, but they're still pretty. Okay, I'm gonna do the 4 specialty shades last. So now I'm going down to the bottom row and I'm going to swatch that black, which is Extreme Black. Ooh, that is a nice black. Very nice. Next we have Dark. Interesting name. Ooh, but that's a pretty shade. Dark. Oh, and she is dark. Look at that. It's not as dark to me on the camera because the light is so bright, but just looking at it, yeah, she's very dark, pretty. And next we have Rose Dusk. Okay, so that's pretty rosy shade. Okay, so now for the specialty shades, I am going to take some of my Mario Badescu, and I'm just going to spray my finger because I don't want to spray my actual palette. So I'm just going to dampen my finger a little bit, and I'm going to swirl it around on that gold. Ooh, look at that. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and swatch that one here. Oh, yeah. It just makes it so silky smooth when it's wet. So what is that called? That is Bronze 005. Well, that's a technical name, okay? I feel so funny with my glasses on. Next shade is VR Nectar. I'll spray my finger once again. Ooh. Okay, VR Nectar. Oh Lord. Okay. Okay. So that's VR Nectar. Really pretty. I need to turn my light down. I'll turn my light down when I finish so you guys can see it. Next, we're going into the beautiful green, which is Blitz Emerald. Hello. Look at that. Ciao. Yeah, I tell you, spraying it definitely, it just makes it pop. It makes it just glide so much easier. Okay, and so this last one is Astral Ghost Orchid. Oh my goodness. And that one is the one that's kind of like flaky. So it's like when you know, kind of spread it out, that's when you can truly see just how pretty it is. So I don't know if you can see it better from back here, but it is super duper glitzy. You see that? Oh man, that's gorgeous. So this is the whole palette swatched out. I'm gonna go ahead, clean up. I'm going to use my Morphe primer for my lid as usual, and then we'll get started with the look. Okay guys, so this palette does not really have a transition shade, not one that I would typically reach for because the lighter shades are satins. So I am going to go into this dark shade right here and just kind of lightly blend it up. But if I do need a transition shade, I'm probably just going to take some of my powder, you know, my face powder, and just kind of place that above that shade. Of course, you know, you can use a transition shade from any other palette you have, or you can use your face powder or, you know, something like that. So that's what I'm going to do because this color looks pretty dark, but since I want to do something dramatic, I don't know, I might just work it out, okay? So yeah, I'm just going to start laying this in my crease. And just gently blending that out. I'm just trying to make it so that it gets lighter, you know, going up towards my brow bone. And I might not necessarily need a lighter transition shade if I do this right. Only if I do it right. But it looks like it's going to blend out very nicely. So I'm thinking I probably won't need one. Ugh. These shadows are just so enjoyable to use. I mean, look at that. Look at that. I mean, I'm just child. And it could be a combination, you know, these Rephr brushes that I have slowly fallen in love with, along with these shadows, but I mean, you can literally just do a one and done, you know, with this shade, or just put some gold on the lid. It's just, but that's not what we doing today. That's not what your girl KK is doing today, honey. We gonna go up and we gonna keep it deep, okay? So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just apply that like so. Man, you talk about like the perfect chocolate shade. This is like so gorgeous. Okay, next I'm gonna go ahead and deepen this up quite a bit. We're gonna go into that black. Right now I'm just tapping that black down just so I can get a feel of what kind of shape I want for this look, because like I said, I do want to do something dramatic, but I'm not sure how I want the shape to be as far as this eye look. It kind of feels like it's going to create its own shape, quite honestly, so we're just gonna go with it. Okay, so now that I have that deep, bold, you know, outer corner going on, smoked out to my liking, I want to do something, you know, kind of funky. So I think I want to do like green, gold, and then green again on my lid. So it's going to be kind of like a gradient of green and gold, but green, gold, green. So let's see how this comes out. I'm going to take, what do I want to use? I'm going to use one of my brushes I got from Amazon, and this is just like a flat, you know, shader type brush, and I'm going to wet it, and I'm going to go in with the green first. So I'm going to spray the brush. I was going to just go in with my finger, but I'm curious to see how this is going to lay down from a brush, a wet brush, because this green looks like it has a black base. So pull my mirror a little bit closer. Okay. Okay, looks like she's laying down pretty nicely. Next, I'm gonna go in with the gold. So I'm gonna spray another flat shader brush. Pick up some of this gold shade. I think I might want to use my finger for that one. Not that it's not showing up, I just really want it to pop. See if I can get it to pop better. Yep, with my finger. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for right there. Okay, now I'm going back to the brush for some more green over here. Clean up that gold a little bit from my finger going a little higher than I wanted it to go. And I'm gonna leave a little, you know, area on my inner corner so that I can add one of those other shades to brighten it up once I'm done. And now I'm just blending those edges just so that gold just shows right in the middle of the green. Okay, now I'm going to take a flat angled brush and I'm going to dip that in the black and just kind of create just like a soft liner. And I'm just trying to take it up at an angle a little bit so that I can just blend it into that black shadow that's already in the corner. Looking a little bit crazy, but it'll look better once I clean it up because I want the shape of the eye look to be very sharp. So I'm just cleaning that up so it's nice and sharp. So I'm gonna do the same thing on this side and we'll move on to the face. Okay, you guys, I'm back. I went ahead and put some lashes on and now I'm going to move on to my face before I finish up the rest of this eye look. So I just went in with some e.l.f. This is the Holy Hydration face cream. I'm almost done. Almost done, but I just went in with some of that just to kind of put some moisture back into my face from wiping it off, you know, with the wet wipes and stuff to get the glitter and everything off my face. So to prime, I'm going in with the Cali Ray primer again. I really like this stuff. I know I'm gonna get the big one because it just, I like what it did on my skin when I used it for the first time. So yeah, it's like one of those products where when you really enjoy it and you look forward to using it, then that's how you know you really like it. So we're going in with this primer again today. And I decided to use my Fenty Beauty foundation today. This is only my, I think, third time using it. What is this? The Soft Lit, is it? Yeah, the Soft Lit foundation from Fenty Beauty, and I have the shade 425. So since I'm going to be using this and I don't believe that this is going to cover up my dark circles and hyperpigmentation, I am going to go in with some of my Catrice True Skin concealer just to kind of conceal those areas first. I'm gonna try not to do too much because I have a tendency to to go ham with this stuff, because I really can use this as, you know, foundation if I want to, because it's a pretty good match for my skin tone. So I have a tendency to just go ham with this stuff, covering up spots. And I'm just blending that out with a little soft, fluffy brush. Okay, now that I have some of that discoloration in my dark circles concealed a little bit, I'm gonna go in with the Fenty Beauty foundation. And am I using a brush today? I think I'm gonna use a sponge today. I'm kind of in a spongy type mood, so I'm going to use my damp sponge for this. I'll start out with one pump. I don't really feel like having a whole lot of foundation on today. Dude, that little one pump is doing a lot. I'm like, wait a minute. It's doing more than I thought it was gonna do, that's for sure. I think I need just a teeny drop, just a drop more for the rest of my face. Yeah, it definitely has a really, really nice finish, and you don't need a lot. Like if I had beautiful clear skin, then shoot, that little one pump would have been enough for me to cover and conceal. But this foundation is not bad. It's not bad. Definitely loving it. Very lightweight, really nice, you know, just kind of like lightweight, healthy glow to it. Okay, so today I'm going to be using my Sephora Best Skin Ever concealer, and it looks like this says 35N. And I don't think I'm gonna go in with too much of this. I'm gonna try to just do just a little today. I like this shade, very nice brightening shade. And I'm using one of my BK Beauty Angie Hot and Flashy brushes to blend this in. I wouldn't say this is, you know, one of my favorite concealers, but it's definitely a decent concealer. I really don't have any complaints about it. It's just other concealers that I like more than this one, I feel like have a little more coverage. But this one, I feel like you can build it up. You know, I just am really not trying to do all of that tonight. Sephora brand really does have some really good products. When I did my full face of Sephora video, you know, I found that they have quite a few products that are really, really nice. So if you haven't checked out just Sephora brand products, check them out, because you might find a favorite that you like. Okay, before I powder today, I want to go in with my ColourPop sticks. This is a bronzing stick, and what shade do I have? I have the shade Manhattan Beach, and this is what it looks like. And I'm just using the other end of my sponge to blend that out. I really like this color of this bronzing stick. It's nice and warm, and I really like that. You know, because sometimes the bronzers kind of can act more like contour when they're like deeper or not as warm. So I like a good warm bronzer. Okay, I'm very bronzed today and I'm not mad at it. Okay, so I do want to put some color on my cheeks before I powder, because I'm going to double blush again today. And I have this ColourPop cheek dew that I want to put on now before I powder. So let's see, this is in the shade Hibiscus, and these look like this. It's kind of looks like a goopy a goopy, like sticky mess, but it's not really sticky, but it is kind of goopy, you know. And this actually has more pigmentation than, you know, some of the other like cream or liquid blush products that I have tried. So, you know, but they all just kind of fade away. I mean, you see how bright that is, and then when you put it on, it just kind of tones down quite a bit. But I find that they do, you know, add a nice little base for your blush to last longer throughout the day. You know, as your powder starts to wear down, you still have the, you know, cream or liquid blush underneath. So it just kind of helps it to last longer throughout the day. Not that I need that since it is nighttime right now. But and I'm just going over it with a dual fiber brush just to kind of further press it into my skin so it's not just sitting on top, you know. And it does help to kind of add an extra element of glow or dewiness to your face as well, as you can see. It's definitely giving me a dewy glow. Okay, so now we can move on to powder. I am using my Huda Beauty Easy Bake and Snatch powder, and this one is a pressed powder, and this is in Cinnamon Bun, and I'm going to just apply this to my, you know, concealed and highlighted areas first. And today I am using one of my triangle, what is this? A puff. Triangle puff to apply this powder. A lot of times it just depends on what type of mood I am, whether I use a brush or a puff. Because when I apply my makeup, it really is, for me, just an enjoyable experience that, well, I want it to be an enjoyable experience that it's just kind of like, you know, some me time, you know, of getting cute while I'm trying out different products. So sometimes I feel like using a brush. Other times it's a puff. So today is a puff day. And I like these triangle puffs. I like how they're shaped, you know, and you're able to just kind of fit into those little crevices of your face. And I really like this powder too. If I haven't already said that before, or you haven't already heard me say that, I love this Huda Beauty powder. The loose one as well as the pressed one. They're both amazing powder. Love them so. Now to set the rest of my face, I'm going in with my KVD powder. This is my foundation powder that, if you guys are OGs, you know this is my favorite. And I haven't used this in a long time. So I said, you know what, let me go ahead and pull it out today and see if it's still my favorite. But yeah, it is. They don't even sell this anymore. It's like, if you can find it, this is the Lock-It foundation powder. And I use the shade Deep 200, but honey, they ain't even selling this one no more. I think they're selling a different one now. So it's like, if you can find it, God bless you. But I'm just glad that I have some backups, because I know when I run out, I definitely am already on the hunt for a dupe, you know, for this powder, because this is like been my all-time favorite powder. Like when I don't want to put on any makeup, like say like I want to run to the store, or I need to, like, you know, just look presentable to leave the house, but I don't want to put on foundation and concealer and anything on my face, but I don't want my dark circles to scare people. I would take this powder, this KVD powder foundation, and child, I would just tap it under my eyes and around my hyperpigmentation, and then just kind of smooth out the rest of my face with what's left, you know, on my puff. And child, my face be looking like I actually put on foundation and concealer. So, and that takes me all of, 2 minutes to throw that on and run out the house. So a lot of times if I want to run out the house, I will do that, put on the powder foundation, put on some lip gloss, and I might, if I already have on lashes, oh, I'm A1. But if I don't, then I'll put on some mascara. And I actually look like I did something with myself with this powder foundation. So yeah, when I run out of it, I'm definitely going to be scrambling trying to find a dupe for it because I love it. Okay, so let's go ahead and do our powder blush and our highlight. For my powder blush today, I'm using one of my Clarity Cosmetics blushes. It's kind of in the same, color family as the ColourPop Cheek Dew that I put on. Let me show you. It's like they're kind of like in the same color family. So I like to kind of keep it that way. And this one is in the shade Extra Shot Please. Gorgeous, gorgeous color. And I'm still kind of testing it out because when they are extremely pigmented, like crazy pigmented. But for some reason, I kind of was feeling like it wasn't really lasting, and this is probably not the best time for me to test it because it's nighttime, so I won't be wearing it all day. But you see how pigmented it is? It's like I picked it up and dusted it off, and I'm using what I picked up for both sides of my face. So yeah, it's extremely pigmented, but I just really, when I do my makeup in the morning, I want to like test it out and really see like, okay, how long does this blush last? Because it's mad pigmented, but if it only lasts for, a couple hours, that's not good. So you see this color is phenomenal. This color is gorgeous. But I'm going to take my powder brush as usual and just tone it down some. But yeah, I love this color. It's so beautiful. Perfect for fall. Definitely a fall shade. And I feel like it goes really good with green as well. So that's why I picked it to go with this eyeshadow. And I think like probably in the future for a while, I just really haven't been in the mood for highlighter. And I love highlighters. So I'm thinking what I probably want to start doing is just like putting on a glowy product or a liquid highlighter underneath my foundation, because I really like how that looks almost every time I do it, because it still shows those highlighted areas. But sometimes I just don't want highlighter on top of my skin, and I don't know, it's a phase I'm going through because I love highlighter. So I'm using the Ciate London, and this is a confetti highlighter. Looks like confetti. You see that? Looks like confetti. Gorgeous. But yeah, it's just like lately when I put on highlighter, I'm like, ugh, I actually am getting a little irritated when I put it on. So I don't know. I guess maybe that means I need to just chill for a while, give it a rest. Yeah, but well, it's pretty. I'm glad this one isn't as crazy bold as the Hourglass one that I put on the other day, because that one just took me out. I was like, yo, chill, Hourglass, chill. But anyway, so this one is, nice and soft, not anything too crazy. I mean, you can build it up, but it's not too crazy. And this one is not as gold tone, as ones that I typically normally use. So, just a little something. Not too much. But it's really, really pretty. This highlighter, the confetti, I like the specks in there. Okay, so I'm going to spray some of my Fenty Beauty setting spray. This is the What It Do Is that what it's called? It's called What It, yeah, the What It Do spray. And then I'm going to finish up my eyes. Okay guys, so let's finish up these eyes. I have this green eyeliner. You guys, you know I had to do it. This is from an old ColourPop collection. I believe this was part of the Raw Beauty Christie collab that she did with ColourPop, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm pretty sure they don't have these anymore. But it's just a green retractable pencil eyeliner. So if you have a green eyeliner, definitely can, you know, use whatever you have. Yeah, see, I know this is old. It's like it doesn't even want to, I don't want to tug on my eye too much. That's why I'm trying to be gentle, but it's not wanting to show up. You can see it a little bit though. I might add a little bit more of that green like I did with the blue on my lower lash line on the inner corner. But right now I'm just going to try and line the eyes with this. I really need to declutter like a lot of my eye pencils and stuff because I've had them forever, you know, and they do go bad and they dry out. So yeah, I definitely need to just go through and buy me some fresh ones, I'm sure, because I love adding that pop of color on the lash line. Okay, and like I said, I do want this to be a bit of a dramatic eye look, and honestly I don't feel like it's dramatic enough. So of course I'm about to smoke it out. So I'm going in with the black from the palette and dragging that across my lower lash line. Add that smokiness down there. Bring in the drama. And now I'm just taking a clean, fluffy brush just to kind of soften the edge of that black a little bit. If you want, you can use some of your, you know, powder, like the same powder that I used for my eyes, you know, just to kind of soften it up so you get a nicer blend with that black and it's not too harsh. But I'm just using a clean brush to do that. No extra powder. Now I want to go back into that green because I want to add a little bit more green because we all know that is the the star of this palette is the green. And I'm just going to pick up a little bit on this brush that I wet. Just try to add some of that down here to incorporate a little bit more green into this look. And this green is like a deep kind of smoky green, you know. It has a really pretty, you know, sheen to it, but it's not like super duper, I don't know, it doesn't have that like super bright pow, you know, green factor that you would probably think it would just looking at the shadow. But because it has like a black base, I believe, you know, it just gives more like a sophisticated green, if you will. So you can really, you know, have a really sexy eye look with this green if you want. That's pretty. But we finna add some chapow pow, okay? So I'm trying to think which one of these do I want to put in that inner corner. Either one, really, because they both kind of give off the same type of vibe, right? So, and I'm just putting that right there, like right in the corner, just like pow, you know? adding the drama to this eye look. Because I don't want to cover up that green, but I do want to add that extra element of light in there. And listen, I know this eye look is not for everybody. Okay? Everybody is not going to be able to fool with this, okay? This is not everybody's cup of tea. But it is mine. Pull that just a little bit up into that green, just to kind of blend that into the eye look, make it look a little bit more like it belongs here, you know. And she didn't just show up to the party uninvited. Okay. Yeah. I'm just gonna take that brush that had the green on it and just blend it with that, because that shadow is like, it has an aspect of lavender to it. I don't know if you guys can see that, but yeah, it definitely has like a little bit of lavender pinky hue to it. So she's definitely at a party that she was not invited to, okay? For sure. For sure. Okay, so let's go ahead and add some mascara. So I'm back with my Sephora. This is my Sephora Big by Definition mascara. Still trying to figure out if I like it or not. But every time I use it, it's getting thicker and thicker. Okay, so we have our mascara done. Now all we have to do is put some lipstick on. And I'll be honest with you guys, I don't know. It's like I really want to do something bold. I pulled all of my Rihanna lipsticks, you know, these ones, and these are all like super bold, deep red, brown shades, and I'm not a deep red, brown shade type of chick. But I mean, look at this. Oh my gosh, would this look pretty? With this eye look? I think so. I'm thinking so. Let me see. Okay, so this is the first one. That's the first one. This is the second one. I think this is the one, the Super Bowl one. That is red, okay? And then this third one, I think this one might be a little more brown tone. I don't remember. Oh no. Oh no. This is, I think this one is the Riri season. So that's the more mauve one. And that one might actually look good because I have that light mauve shade in my inner corner. It's so tough for me because I always just want to go nude. Like, I think this looks great. You know, like just put on a gloss and keep it pushing, right? But I have these lipsticks and I need to use them. So let's go with the mauve one. We'll go with the mauve one and see how that looks. Okay, you guys, I'm back. I went and changed my top. I had on the white tank top and it just wasn't allowing me to like my lips with this eye look. So I was like, maybe if I go put on black, you know, black fixes everything, right? Maybe if I put on a black top, and so I just put on this black top, that will help me to vibe with this lip, with this eye look. And it did. It definitely did. I feel like the black kind of pulls everything together a little bit better. So yeah, this is it, you guys. This is the final look for me using the Mothership 2 Sublime palette from Mama Pat. And I must say, I really enjoyed using this palette. The shimmers, gorgeous, of course. And when I remembered about using them wet, that made it even more enjoyable, because it really does make them pop and stand out when you go ahead and use them wet, whether with your brush or with your finger, whatever the case may be. So I really enjoyed it. I would say after using the two, number one is still the best to me. I still love number one better than this one. I don't know if it's the cool tones, because the mattes nicely pigmented, blended easily. You guys saw how easily I created the eye look with just using this shade and the black for my base. The shimmers, gorgeous, of course, but it's just something about that blue palette. And it's not just the color. It's really not. It's the whole color story, the whole palette. I don't know, you know, if there's any formula differences with the specialty shades and things like that, but I love number one so far. This one is gorgeous, but number one is still on top for me. So we'll see after I use number three. We'll see how I feel. Maybe number one will get bumped. So anywho, that's it, you guys. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. Let me know what you think about this palette, how it performed, and the eye look that I created. And you know, I'll be back using number three. So once again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Toodles!